Hello again. So I just decided to try and throw another video at you. See what happens. See if anybody's still there. Is anybody there? Does anybody care? Anyway, it was Mother's Day. And usually for Mother's Day, what I ask for is a day to go off and do my own thing. Previous years, I've gone to the bins several times or just gone to the movies by myself and just kind of been by myself. So this year I had an audition in the morning. So I did my audition, and then there's a place that was doing a Mother's Day brunch that I wanted to go to. And so I signed up for that, and my family met me after the audition, and we had a really lovely brunch on the lake. It was a beautiful sunny day, really nice. And then we were going to go to a movie in the evening, and in that middle chunk of time, I went to a couple thrift stores. So I thought I would just do a quick haul of some of the stuff that I found on Mother's Day. I have to tell you, so this is my second time filming this. So I had everything broken down into which thrift store I got it from so I could narrate my day, and that's gone now because I accidentally had the video set for time lapse. So there was no audio, and it just like zipped through everything, and so it was all just gone. And so it took me until this evening to buck myself up and go, okay, let's do this. We'll do it again. Let's just do it again. But having everything separated into what I got where is now gone. So I'll just say that I went to Value Village, which is Savers, or Savers, which is Value Village. I think it's Value Village here. I actually forget. I went to two different Goodwills, and I went to a small independent church thrift store where I only got a couple things. Oh, and I went to a consignment store right after my audition, between the audition and the brunch, where I only got one thing to sell, and I got two cute things for me, which I will not be showing you because they're upstairs. So here we go again. Let's pretend that it's the beginning. Okay. So one thing that I got that I posted in my Instagram stories was this American Girl doll, which is, I think this is a handmade dress. I don't think this is a real thing. It's cute though. But it was my first time finding American Girl in the wild. I always look for them, and all I see is the My Generation dolls, you know? And I was always wondering, I'm like, will I be able to tell? Will I be able to tell? And then I saw her and I was like, oh, I can tell. So she does have a little lazy eye, which I'm going to see if I can fix. And I cleaned up her face a little bit from the video. And her hair is happily not cut. And I actually ordered a wire wig brush from Amazon so that I can fix her hair. And she's a little beige fabric body. And she was $4.99. And I had a 20% off coupon. So I'm kind of excited. I've never gotten to sell American Girl before. And my kid was absolutely not into dolls of any kind except for Polly Pockets. Okay, and I got a couple of handbags. I got this Kate Spade, and I passed on a lot of Kate Spade. There's a lot of the solid color ones that just don't do anything for me. I like the ones that are cute and fun and that are figural or have like some sort of fun thing. And this fish one was charming. I do need to clean it. It's kind of discolored, but are dirty. It was $16.99 and 20% off, which may have been a little much, but she was too cute to leave behind, and I wanted to fix her. This is a little Brighton purse, and I know Brighton doesn't do as well as it could. It's quite expensive in the Brighton stores, and I've always kind of liked it. I had a little soft spot for it for some reason. I don't even really know why. It's not even really my style, but I just kind of like it. So anyway, this is a little rattan raffia purse that I thought was cute for summer with its little charms. It's in really good condition, and it's got this sweet little floral interior. Really cute, and it was $5.99 and 20% off. So I'm going to try that for the summer. I'm just going to... You can play whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole. I got this little sport sack. There was two little sport sacks. One of them was filthy. I did not get that one. And then this one was cute, and it's pretty modern, actually. I think it's a pretty new pattern. The lining needs cleaning, but otherwise it's in good shape, and it was $7.99 and 20% off. I'm not going to do the math. If you care, you can do the math. There's math. This is Adrienne Vittadini, and Adrienne Vittadini was really big in the 80s and 90s when I was growing up. I loved her stuff. She did a lot of cool chunky sweaters with big intarsia patterns and stuff that were fun. But this is obviously more modern, but I just love the plastic chain handle. And this is suede, black suede with silver. And I love this big plastic. So it was $4.99 and 20% off, and I just couldn't resist it. I love the red interior. I just think it's pretty, so I thought I would try it. Oh, this I know where I got. This was those things were, I think, mostly Value Village, but this one I went to this consignment store that I mentioned after my audition, and it's a very shishi consignment store, or bougie. I guess they call it now bougie. When I was younger, we called it shishi. But it's a very wealthy area of Oregon. It's like on the lake, and it's all the people that have moved here from the wealthy areas of California, and it's very kind of exclusive. And anyway, it's a very expensive consignment store, and they have like Gucci and a whole Tiffany section in their jewelry department, and it's just very expensive. And I very rarely go, and when I do, I'll maybe get something for myself that's on the sale rack, and I got two cute things today. But this one was tucked in the back of this purse. I'm like, this is a Y2K Juicy Couture purse in brown velour. And I thought, it's interesting that they would know about that. I would be surprised that they would take it at all. But they must have somebody that does the research, because they had it priced for $80. But the thing that I liked about it was that it still has its bling. And some of you who follow me on Instagram will know that in the bins I found a Y2K pink one was smaller than this. It had lost all its bling. It was absolutely filthy. I washed it in the washing machine just because I thought there was no hope for it, and sold it for $200 in 3 days. So I was inclined to try again. I don't know if the Y2K Juicy Couture fad is ending or not. It seems to be cooling a little bit, but this was 40% off. And then when she rang me out, she was like, oh, I'll just give it to you for 40. So I got it for 40. And I think it should, I mean, I'm not going to lose money on it, I don't think. But it's pretty, it's cute. It's like it's in really good shape on the outside. It's got some peeling on the inside. But the one that I sold was in so much worse shape than this. And it was pink, which I think is a more desirable color. But anyway, I'm still excited about it. I'm going to try to get listed soon before the fad passes. These fads, they pass so quickly. So I try to keep that from the thing. The other thing that I got at the small church store was these pair of boots. And I do like selling men's cowboy boots, really good quality men's cowboy boots, and I've sold several of them. I just sold a pair of Ariat ones that were pretty beat up from the bins for $40. But these are amazing. Look at these toes. They're like 3D, super cool. They're in fabulous shape. There's hardly any wear. I'm wondering if these heels have been replaced, because they're a vintage brand. It's Breton horse boots made in Mexico. So I'm kind of excited about them. They're really beautiful. And the comps that I found looking them up, the retail on them is like $400, $500. So we'll see what happens with them, but I just decided to try it. This I got for me. If you know anything about this, please tell me. I have no idea. But it's just a little t-shirt. But I just love all the eyes. Here's looking at you, kid. The tag is just all washed out and illegible. It was $7.29 and 20% off. This I got at one of the Goodwills. So this I didn't have any percentage off, but the comps looked pretty good. So I picked it up. I thought about it for a while. I didn't want to pick up a puffer coat this time of year, but I just did it anyway. So it's Fila, the original icon. Moda nella vita attiva. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds good. Italia, Fila. And on the front it says 1911. I don't know why. 1911. What's 1911? Do you know? Tell me. Anyway, it was $7.99. So I picked it up. All right, next. This is a Canadian brand. It's Fardinaz Tagavi. Fardinaz Tagavi. And I sold, sorry about this, I forgot to do the other hand. Hello, I'm Margot, I have ADD. Anyway, so the last one I sold did pretty well, but it took a really, really long time to sell. But I just couldn't, these shirts are so beautifully made. I just couldn't resist it. And it's got this ruching that leans into this tie in the front. It's got this really long sleeve cuff with the buttons. They're just all unusual, these shirts, and so beautifully made. So if you want a really cool, unusual dress shirt for yourself that you don't have to pay a ton for, but that are really expensive retail, look up this brand on Poshmark and buy yourself something, because they're really cute and are being undervalued, in my opinion. But anyway, I know, so why did I pick it up? I don't know. Sometimes I just sell things because I like them, and I admit it. This one, I know, bad business, whatever. Shush, shush, no one asked. Anyway, this was a vintage dress, black crushed velvet dress. Why am I showing you the thing? It was $6.99. Trying to show you the label. Here's this label, which I have never heard of, and I'm a child. I'm a child of the 80s, 90s, and I don't know what brand this is, but it's this really cool. Can you see the gathering under the bust line? And the crushed velvet covered buttons. It's this long wiggle maxi dress. Comes down to almost my ankles, and I'm 5'8". I just love it. So it was just too cool. I'm like, some cool goth witchy core person is gonna love that dress. This I looked up comps on. I'd never heard of this brand. Have you? It's new with tags. It's I think my husband's moving furniture. It's Selfie Leslie. But it's this really cute romper. Look at this. I love this rope or braided neckline and embroidered shoulders. And it's this cute little romper. Check out these little double lettuce legs. Really froofy, perfect over a swimsuit for summer. Super cute. $7.99, and comps are pretty good on the brand, I think. If I don't put any comps and I'm doing this at a blank page, then I don't know. But I think I looked them up. Pretty sure I looked them up. Okay. This is a brand I haven't heard of. Let me know if you have. Morher, which is green love, isn't it? Green love? Is it something else that my high school French is not up to the task? But it's just a black jersey, really simple, sleeveless dress. And again, I looked up comps, and comps on the brand were pretty good, and the style just seems great for summer. Super flexible. You can wear it with a ton of things, you know? I like things like that. All right. This one is a Bowden skirt. Bowden, we all know Bowden. I really loved this. It's just below the knee skirt, but I love that it's 2 layers. So it's this solid layer that's opaque, so you can't see through it, and then there's this semi-sheer layer that's the same print on top of it. So when you move, it looks like the flowers are moving along with you. You've got 2 layers of them. Super cool. It was $10. I just thought it was really pretty. I like a good skirt. All right, this one was Eliza J. And I don't know if you all follow Mogi Beth, but I adore her. And so I've picked up a couple of Eliza J's, and the ones that I haven't done great. And I think I'm trying to focus more on just formal wear and the really more fancy ones. But this one's kind of like a cross between. But it was a great size, so I decided to try it. It was $8. And my thrift stores don't seem to know about it, so they don't mark it up. So that's good and rare in Oregon. They mark everything up. But anyway, it's got the pretty black lace. It's got that black lace over white girl skin tone, which is kind of cool on us white girls. It's like, are we naked under the lace? But it's actually my size. I might give it a try on. But, you know, I don't dress up anymore. I don't even dress up to go to the theater anymore. I'm just lazy. All right, this was $8, and this is J. Crew, and it's not outlet, so it doesn't have the dots. Cashmere little pullover, but I love this color, this beautiful turquoise color. And it's nice and thick and cushy, and there's no holes, no moth munchies, no damage, no stains, nothing. Really pretty. I love cashmere. This is Rebecca Minkoff. I've never found or sold Rebecca Minkoff, but and the comps are kind of meh these days, but I just thought this was a really cool sweater, and it's, again, in great condition. Doesn't have any holes or damage that I've found. It's got a kind of a halo to it, a little slightly mohair quality that I thought was really cute, and it's a good size, a medium. There we go. And this I picked up for my husband if he wanted it. I was kind of hoping he would want it, but he didn't. It may have been because it was a really hot day. The very thought of, he'd been working outside like all day, so he looked at a sweatshirt and his brain was like, ah. But it's Disney and it's Toy Story. And I don't know if it's from when the movie first came out. It's not, it's got the printed tag, but it also has the thing tag. It's Zuni, so it's not even a Disney, but it's cool. I'm gonna try to sell it, I guess, if he doesn't want it, but it was $10, so even if I just make my money back, I'll be happy, but I might just abscond with it, to be honest. So, and this one I also picked up for him if he wanted it, and he didn't. And this is definitely vintage Disney. There's no tag. The tag was torn out, but there's no question. It's just this little short-sleeved Henley with embroidered Mickey and Goofy and Donald as mad scientists peeking out of the buttons. I thought it was super cute. So there's that. Almost through with this. Working it down. So this is an Anthropologie brand, Far Away from Close. It's an extra small. But the cabling blew me away. It was, how much was it? It was $8. And this cabling is absolutely stunning. Look at that. It's like something an elf would wear in the magical forest. Something out of Lord of the Rings, right? Look at that. So beautiful. And this heathered yellow, golden color. So beautiful. I wish there was any chance that I would ever fit in it because I would keep it. Even the sleeve details. So beautiful. Wool. Yum. So I know I might put that away till winter. We'll see. The other thing I picked up at the church thrift store besides those boots was some fabric. And I believe this is curtain fabric. It's not quite heavy enough to be upholstery fabric, but it's too light to be like for a dress, I think, unless it was suiting. But look at that 70s cool paisley. And there's quite a bit of it. There's 6 yards of it. So I love selling fabric. It's easy, it's fast, people love it. So I got that. This is, what is this? Oh, this is, it's the Nines by Hatch, which is a maternity brand. And it's just, again, a simple black 3/4 sleeve dress. And I like that it doesn't have a really pronounced place for your baby bump. It just stretches as your baby bump grows, and there's plenty of stretch to account for it. I don't like the dresses that try to hide your baby. You know? It's like, why? There's nothing to hide. It's great. It's awesome. All right. There's that. Is there anything under here? No. Okay. The other thing I picked up, I have another bag from the next Goodwill that I went to. One of them is this American Hat Maker hat. Oh, I have to take my ponytail out. You can see my luxuries. I thought that was really cool. I like the silk little hat band. I wish there's a woman I follow on Instagram, I'll link her, who does gorgeous hand-painted artistic hats out of things. I just kind of want to send it to her. It was $10. Super cool. Okay. The other thing I picked up, and I love picking up stuff like this, was, sorry, my hand's messing up, was this big random bag of sewing things. My husband's gonna come in. So this is for Bernina sewing machine. It's got a bunch of different feet and some patterns. It's got a blind stitch foot, which was $16 originally. A bunch of these little feet that are still new in the package that were never opened. So it was $15 for this whole bag, but it's going to be fun to go through and fun to research, and stuff like this sells on eBay for me pretty quickly. And It's like this little treasure bag. I just love going through stuff like that. It's fun. Oh, that's my kid going to the bathroom. Pretend you don't hear the toilet flushing in the background. Yes, we live real lives. We go potty. What was the other thing? Oh, this was from our Back at Savers. We're back at Savers now. This was a black label Ralph Lauren pinstriped Mafia Mob Boss blazer with a purple lining. Super cool. $7.99 plus 20% off. Looking forward to that. This blazer is a brand I'd never heard before, but I researched it and it looks like it was sold on Aritzia. It's Tallulah. And the comps for this jacket weren't great. There was only two. It was like $7.99 at 20% off, but it is so cool that I just couldn't pass it up. It's denim, but it's like full of silver threads. So like, it's just this silvery metallic denim blazer. It's clearly never been worn. It still has the tacking holding the slit closed in the back. It's just so cool and so beautiful. So there's none, I don't think, available right now. All the ones were sold, so I just couldn't resist it. I got this little hedgehog, which is of course Betsy Johnson. It's just a little makeup bag. But I was just so cute. How could you resist me? Oh. Yeah, it's cute. This swimsuit is Bagley Mishka, I believe. Yeah, Bagley Mishka. It was $9.99 and 20% off at Savers. Bagley Mishka. Oh, wow. Got your little label. And it's just a little one-piece swimsuit, but I love the jewels all down the front and all this gathering. And if you look in the middle of all this gathering, every so often there's like this little hole all the way up on each side. There's like one here and here and here and here. So you can see it there, and there and there and there and there for a little skin to peep through when you wear it. I just thought it was really, really cool and beautiful. And summer is here now, even in Oregon. Although we're supposed to have a big, huge rain flood thing happening. Which, okay, we always need water. Water's good. This I picked up based on comps, and because I knew the name from something else I picked up before. It's Oiselle, which I'm not sure what that means. I know oiseau is French for bird. Maybe Oiselle is French for girl bird? I don't know. It was $11.49 and 20% off, but comps were good on this fun hooded romper. It's really super cozy. Yeah, Oiselle. Had you heard of Oiselle? I haven't heard of Oiselle. So feel free to leave me notes in the comments below if there's something that you absolutely would not have picked up on, or if there's something you really loved, would have picked up on. I'm just really fascinated to know what people would pass on and that I couldn't, and vice versa. So be nice about it. I'm very mean to myself, so you be nicer to me than I am. Okay? Good. But I love hearing from people, so there you go. So this came out on a new rack when I got to the Savers. Patagonia Fun Sherpa Vest was $13.49 plus 20% off. It does have a logo on the back, which I guess I will try to remove. I'll get my little handy dandy seam ripper and try to remove it. But I love the plushiness of it. And it's Patagonia, right? So I think it'll do okay even if I don't remove it. Hopefully it won't damage it. I haven't tried removing them before. I've usually just left them, but we'll try. This is my last thing. So this is a brand that I can never resist. It's just a brand that I love. I love 50s dresses and that whole rockabilly 50s pinup girl aesthetic. It's never been something I could pull off, but I love it. And this dress is by Voodoo Vixen, who does some great repro rockabilly dresses. And it was $13.99 and 20% off, so maybe I should have passed, but oh my gosh, look at these little fluttery sleeves and the little sailor collar and the little sailor accent with the buttons and this fabric, which has lighthouses and seagulls and messages in bottles and compasses and anchors, and it's just this whole sailor girl aesthetic, and I just thought it was adorable. Is that everything? I think that is everything from my Mother's Day haul. I hope you had a great Mother's Day. Every day should be Mother's Day in my opinion, but it's okay. And hopefully I'll see you again sooner than this, but I always say that, so maybe not. But leave me a comment, say hi, tell me how you're doing. I love to hear from people. And bye. Bye, dear.